Benidorm hotels are thinking about a brand new system to make the hotel room price way cheaper than what it is right now. Where are the most expensive hotel rooms in the whole entire country of Spain? And no, surprisingly, it's not Benidorm town. Things to do in Benidorm and how many people there actually are here right now, plus the weather forecast. All in today's Benidorm news update. Stay tuned if you want to know slightly more. Let's begin. Let's start with the tourism update, shall we? As you all know, right now it is quite busy and the numbers do actually tell us exactly the same thing. The Benidorm town in our Costa Blanca region is the only one that is still surviving and thriving and is not going down as it's usual and typical starting from second part of October, and even from beginning of October everything is going down in terms of occupancy in the hotels because, well, the vast majority of this region is being visited by families, Spanish families, and it's a school year already, or international families with kids, and some areas are just not as common to spend winter holidays here from colder countries as others are. Hence, Benidorm is the only one that for now, since quite a few years, has tourism almost whole year long, and it's the only one to have 88.2%, almost 90% of occupancy right now, first half of October. Imagine that, almost 90% of occupancy, and with a couple of rooms that are blocked, maybe for maintenance, for something just in case. It's almost fully booked in many hotels in our town. Overall, British represent 47.2% of all tourists here right now, second half of October, first half of October. 36.5% are Spanish, and the remaining percentage, which would be like 70, 80, 83, 83.7 would be, so it's 17%, which is also quite a bit, are people from Belgium, Dutch people, and Irish, amongst other mixed nationalities, but these are the most common ones to actually see. 3-star hotels have an occupancy of 89.4% right now, and 4-star hotels and more have the occupancy of 87.8%. Imagine that. That is absolutely incredible. We have all different types of excursion options for you. There's theme parks, there's walks, there's viewpoints, history, culture, there's local markets, nearby villages, old towns, water sports. There's so many things that you are still able to do here on holidays, even though it is second half of October already. First of all, let's talk about Benidorm Hotel's iconic idea, which is something that our Hotels Association has been thinking about for quite a long time. It is something that was planned to be done, but hotels never knew how to actually get to what they are willing on doing. And this is a project that so far we don't know how it's going to be, but we'll see very soon, sooner than later. And it is lowering the price for the hotel room for a night of stay in order so that everyone will be able to afford it, but suppressing or exchanging partially different types of services. This is happening in many adapted and modern hotels in Europe and even outside Europe. And for example, some hotels offer you a free drink if you do not ask for a room clean on this specific day, or if you don't ask for it every single day, or if you use less shampoo or less amenities, etc., they're gonna give you something extra. Or for example, different types of, I don't know, TV channels. It's just an idea, but the main idea is to lower down the services. It's not a decrease of quality though. That's the thing. Why? Because so many hotels have things that people do not actually use. Like there's some specific hotels that have a gym and no one ever goes inside. So it doesn't make any sense, right? So they can lower the room number. Gym is not included, but if you want it, it might be an extra cost. So like this, people who are willing to go there, who actually wants to pay this slightly higher room rate, which is exactly what they were paying before, can still pay for it. It's going to be exactly the same. But those who do not want it, will be paying slightly less. I do feel like it might be a good idea once it's done with some thought in it. For example, some hotels do not even need 24-hour reception, but they have it. So if the hotel is able to scratch that out of the list and just leave the security out there, always the case, but not a receptionist. A lot of the programs are automatic right now, and security can just change the date in the program, and that's basically it. Night audit, a lot of the times it's run automatically as well. There are options for it, and like this, you're able to have one less person working or re-shift people inside of the hotel, and by paying less salary, they're able to actually offer slightly lower prices for its customers. Obviously, such things as cleaning service, if someone wants it, it's going to be there. If you don't want it daily, that's where you will be able to have some kind of a discount or a free drink or a meal or some snacks or a spa hour or a massage, I don't know, something extra or a better room price. It is a very tricky thing because some people might feel like if I'm paying less, I'm getting worse quality. It's technically not the case because you are paying less because you do not need all the services that are offered in the hotel. For example, there are many 4-star and superior hotels that are required by law in order to be considered as such to have a reading and television rooms. Remember from your holidays and write down here in the comments if you've been staying in 4-star hotels or superior or more. How many times have you seen absolutely empty television and reading rooms where there's literally no one, but they are there because they're required by law to have them? If it wouldn't be the case, maybe they will use it for something else, or maybe it's less expense for the hotel too, less electricity, less things they need to put in there, less board games, I don't know, less channels, paid channels, or Netflix or Amazon Prime, whatever it is. So they might be able to actually afford a slightly better price for your holidays. Let us know if you would take these types of offers. Each hotel is different, and obviously it's not going to be the same thing for all of these, but I do feel like this might work really, really well in some of Benidorm hotels. Right now, we are still waiting for them to determine how it's going to be done. But the good news is that they're already on it. So quite soon, maybe even for next year or the other, we will have some major changes in Benidorm hotels pricing. And now let's continue with the last news. And it is about the most expensive hotel rooms in Spain. Some people might think that, oh, well, Benidorm is the most expensive place to rent a place for a longer term, to actually live here or to purchase a property. So it might probably be the most expensive one as well to get it for holidays. And no, it is not technically true. The officially most expensive accommodation rooms for tourism are in Balearic Islands, on the island of Ibiza. And this would be surprising, except that it is absolutely not. Ibiza has a very, very strange way of renting apartments and rooms. Honestly, I feel like it is a small island. Obviously, all of us know it. Hence, there's not a lot of place where to build, actually, where to put some more accommodation. And those who have to work there have to live there too. So we have a double dilemma. People who work there are not able to find a place to live, and those who are coming on holidays are paying astronomical prices. Actually, those who are coming to work there in nightclubs, in restaurants, bars, cafeterias, hotels, etc., a lot of the times people even rent their garages, their balconies with a bed, simply absolutely hideous conditions for people to just sleep, to be able to stay there because they need to work. And hotel rooms and accommodation rooms for tourists cost in Ibiza around 220, 240 euros and even more per night for 2 people. While in Benidorm, even though it's not the cheapest place to go on holidays, honestly, we are able to find apartments, rooms, places to stay, hostels, hotels of different kind, starting from around 40-50 euros. That's in the lower season. In the season like right now, from 70 towards 190, maybe 180 if that's like a luxurious place for a night for two people. In Ibiza in summer, 240, 250, and sometimes even more. This is a whole new level of hotel pricing here in Spain. So we might say that Benidorm is expensive, but check out Ibiza prices. That is where the huge expense actually is. And after we see that, Benidorm hotel prices do look slightly more reasonable, don't they? And now let's head towards the weather forecast. Right now there's quite a strong wind that just started to blow out of nowhere, and it comes all of a sudden. It's quiet, and then out of a sudden the wind just starts to blow quite strong, and then it's quiet back again, just like right now, for example. Very strange weather. The good news is that it's not raining. It's just a little bit cloudy. It's partially cloudy every now and then, but it's still all right. It's quite warm. We're still with our like summer, autumn t-shirts. It's pleasant to be outside. The good news is that there might be some rain, teeny tiny rain on Sunday, next upcoming Sunday, at the end of this week, from 6 to 12 midday, early morning, but after that it might be just cloudy. Apart from this, no more rain, at least this week, which is great. And temperatures are giving us another surprise. Right now it's around 21-22 degrees outside, but by this Wednesday and Thursday, for some reason, we're gonna have like African the wind blowing from Africa, and it's going to be a hot air mass that will bring our temperatures up. In Alicante towards 31 degrees, and here in Benidorm might be around 28, 29, and in Murcia up to 36. So quite a huge temperature increase is waiting for us, but only for a couple of days this week. Then it's going to be stable and as usual, as always. Thank you for accompanying us in today's Benidorm latest news update. We'll see you in a brand new video this evening. Bye.